So I'm with my main man, the Abu Dhabi King, as we're going to call him this morning. Jamie Overton, how are you, sir?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. So, funny old season for you this season. And by the way, if anyone's watching this, Jamie and I have agreed a sponsorship deal at the start of the year, I think it was, and we've had a good bit of fun this year playing some golf and a few horse racing tips in there thrown in as well, which is always good. We'll talk about those in a moment. But bit of a frustrating season there, mate.
Yeah, pretty frustrating. That's the way cricket goes occasionally. I've had a couple of good years, sort of staying injury free, but you sort of know as a bowler you're sort of going to get these sort of niggles here and there. I was trying to get back toward the end of the season, but it just didn't really work out. But I'm all ready to go for Abu Dhabi now.
Exactly. And bowler, I thought you were a batsman now.
Yeah, I know. More of a T20 batsman now. Just go in and just try and whack it. But yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, I just try and whack it, I'd say. So it's like boof, goes out the ground. Come on, that feeling. Come on, that. Tell me about that feeling when you know when it's left the bat and you think, yeah, that's gone big.
Yeah, you sort of know straight away. It's one of those you just sort of, the way you hit it, you just naturally feels like it's going to go miles. But yeah, I remember the game against, who was it? I think it might have been Middlesex, and me and Popey put on 50 off in the last 3 overs. The crowd that day was ridiculous. I think it was the first game, it was full crowd back in, and like they were all singing Popey's name. I was just like, what is going on here? Like, you don't really you get the smaller crowds at Taunton, but it doesn't really get that loud. And I was just like, Jesus, this is ridiculous. But yeah, that was a great evening. And
because I think when that game you came in and there was literally you nearly 45 off 20 or 15 balls. Quite a big target, wasn't it? If I remember right.
I think when I went in, we needed about 55 off 3.5 overs, and it was just pretty much just go big or go bust. And fortunately for it was our day and it came off.
And it happened to be on the Sky cameras as well.
Yeah, it did.
It's always nice.
Yeah, it did. Fortunately. So yeah, it's just one of those. It's just nice to do it when you do it.
Yeah, and there was a couple of those booming sixes, and they went a long way past. And one of the things we are going to do, and we're going to do this in time because obviously there's a few people that I sponsor in the cricketing world. We're going to get who hits the biggest six. Okay. Just for me to know, how would you rank yourself on the option of hitting the biggest six in county cricket? You can't be up there, mate.
I reckon there might be a few bigger. But
who's bigger than you?
I reckon either Jason Roy or Joss probably be the biggest. I would have thought, or Stokesy. I think they just hit the ball a bit cleaner than me, probably a bit more consistent. But I'd like to think on my day I'll be up there for sure. So look, obviously you've got into Abu Dhabi this in November, which is going to be fantastic. You did brilliantly last year. How are you looking forward to that, mate? I mean, how does that format differ compared to the T20 format as well? First of all, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I enjoyed last year a lot. It's very similar and very different at the same time. Obviously, the same sort of bowling skills, you've got to be quite transferable in T10 cricket. You've probably got to be more on it, if anything. But the format is just literally just whirlwind. Although it feels like it should be shorter, it actually takes a similar amount of time. Like, it takes over an hour to bowl your 10 overs. I think it's just because it's so intense. You want to make sure everything's going right, because if you get 1 over wrong, it sort of puts you right behind the 8 ball. But yeah, it's quite an interesting tournament. But the thing is as well, though, because you've got that moment of 60 balls. There's no coming in and having to dab it around and get off the mark. You have got to go big from day one, haven't you? Pretty much. You might get 1 or 2 balls to have a look at things, but then you pretty much just got to go, hell for leather. Which for me is fine, but for someone who likes to take probably an over in T20 cricket, you can't do that because otherwise you're just wasting balls. Exactly, and talk. If you're going, how do you find that? Because obviously you've had you've moved from Somerset to Surrey. I think I know you've just congratulations on buying the first place, mate, which is Cheers,
good news. So, but it's a nomadic lifestyle, isn't it? You boys have as a cricketers. Yeah, it is. On the road a lot, but it's good fun. We stay in nice places. We travel the world playing something you love doing. So you can't complain. You are away from a lot from home, but I think it's only a short career, so you've got to try and make the most of it and enjoy it while you can. Indeed, and we're here at the lovely Burnham and Barrow Golf Club today, which is where Jamie and his agent took money off me last time, so I'm going to time to get some my own bat. But obviously playing some golf is also... So what's this ridiculous handicap I hear that you're on at the moment then? So I've just set up my England golf handicap and it's given me 54 because I've not got any enough cards handed in. So I'm playing on 54 today and hopefully take some more money. If you play off 54, if you don't take money, there's something completely wrong. But no, we'll be knocking that down to 5 or 4, I think, rather than 54. But no, because golf's a big passion of yours. If I was to put them in order, if I was to ask you to put them in order, cricket, golf, and horses, what order would they go in, mate? Come on.
Probably horses first. Horses, then cricket, then golf. I don't know. I just think it's nice to have a sort of passion away from cricket. Like, I love cricket. I love playing cricket. But I wouldn't be the biggest watcher of it. Like if Craig or someone's playing like that, then I will definitely watch it. But if I've got no interest in it, then I probably won't pay too much attention. But yeah, horse racing is probably my biggest passion. But yeah, hopefully go into it after I finish with cricket.
And so I'll just put a thing. Jamie's tips are normally reasonable. There's a couple of good ones that have come across. There's a couple of ones that have come across that have been a bit naughty.
Yeah.
But no, you do love a little flutter, and you do a bit of stuff with the guys at Paul Nicholls' stable, don't you? How's that been as well? Just that enjoyment of actually going into the stables and seeing it all go on. Is that something you'd like to do when you finish cricket?
Yeah, 100%. I did probably 4 months last winter. Sort of every morning from 7:30 till lunchtime. Just going in, helping out the yard, watching the horses go up the gallops, watching them jump. I find it really fascinating because they're all pretty much like humans. They're all individuals. No horse is exactly the same. You can't treat all of them the same. Some don't go up the hill as easy. Some don't go on the loop as easy. Some are a bit keen. Some are a bit quite quiet. But yeah, it's a fascinating thing and something that I will probably more than likely go into once I finish cricket.
Yeah, maybe a professional tipster. Depends on how many we get on in the next couple of weeks. But look, mate, we're going to finish off in a sec because we've got a bit of golf to play in a bit today. But it's great to have you here, and we're going to, it's going to be a great, winter for you in Abu Dhabi and next season. Getting these injuries, getting yourself in a position where you are just like fit as a horse, as we say, actually as a racehorse, and do what you need to do. There's big future. You've got so much pace in your bowling. You've got so much power in your batting. If you had to focus on one of them going forward, what would it be, mate?
Well, I'm an all-rounder, so I want to focus on both. But I think from this year, I'll probably want to try and focus on my bowling a bit more. I've probably spent quite a lot of time on my batting the last sort of 12 months. Not that I put my bowling behind, but I think I just struggled a little bit with my rhythm and my action a little bit this year, just trying to change a few things. Probably too late in the winter and too close to season, which sort of probably got me a little bit behind in the season and didn't quite get the wickets I would like. But yeah, hopefully we'll go to Abu Dhabi and then fingers crossed maybe Sri Lanka. And then from after Christmas I'll be focusing on trying to get ready for the season and making sure my action's in a good place.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to do a few interviews and stuff over the course of the winter, mate, and let people know how you're getting on, which is great. But yeah, it's great to have you on board in working with me, and it's been good fun. We're going to do a few bits more over the course of the next year or so with a few of the other guys we've got on board. But yeah, this it's always interesting when you meet sports people and you think about who they are and what they're about. One of the things I always get with you is your determination. You're like it's up there. It's today's going to be, even though you're with sponsors and agents and friends, it's going to be competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of professional athletes they're very competitive. I think if you don't get that competitive edge, you're probably not going to make it to the highest level. I think you obviously want to win everything, and potentially a detriment at times, but I think you've got to have that sort of competitive edge for sure.
Definitely. Final question from me: biggest moment when you literally feel that, is it when you bowl a 90-mile-an-hour Yorker that splays the stumps, or when you hit the ball when it literally lands off the bat and you go boosh? It's there. Which is your? Come on, give me one that is your favourite.
I think it's probably not a Yorker. Probably just an away swinging ball that hits the top of off stump that is probably pitched on middle stump. That's probably the perfect ball for an away swinging bowler. You don't do it too often, so when it does happen, you sort of go a bit berserk, which is quite nice.
Fantastic, mate. Well, look, it's great to have you here. We're going to have a good day today playing a bit of golf. But Jamie Overton and Surrey, Abu Dhabi. What's the actual team? I always forget the team names in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Team Abu Dhabi, that's it. Team Abu Dhabi. So it's going to be a real successful winter, mate, for you, and I'm sure it's going to go well. Hopefully it's not too successful today unless you're on my team. But look, thanks for being here, mate, and we look forward to sharing some stuff over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Cheers, thank you.